Hey, it's Jim, KC5DOV. I'm going to show you the entire process of using a charcoal chimney to start your barbecue pit. I've talked with several people recently at the store that have tried them, said they couldn't ever get them to work. I don't understand why not, they're so simple. I'm going to use my junk mail, specifically my cell circulars. I'll take them up. Take my charcoal chimney, turn it upside down. Put the paper in the bottom. You can use 4 or 5 sheets, it doesn't matter. Once you get full, it all burns. And once I have the paper in the bottom, I'll turn it back upside down. Tonight I'm going to use a mixture of briquettes and homemade hardwood. First I'm going to put the briquettes in. Then I'm going to put the hardwood lump charcoal on top of that. Take my big lighter, pick it up, and I'm going to light the papers. Couple spots, and I'm going to set it down in an area where there's nothing combustible. Now we wait. see by the timestamp, it's getting close to midnight on Saturday night. The dinner is going to be a Worcestershire sauce marinated onion, 2 big old sweet potatoes, and a plate of hamburger steaks. Starting to smell the hickory and the charcoal. The briquettes, I will admit, are probably half store-bought, half homemade. I ran out of my homemade stuff. But the homemade briquettes were oak and hickory. And when I do all the lump charcoal, there's a lot of debris left over when I'm out of big chunks. I just make a big slurry out of that and let it settle and then make briquettes. There'll be another video on that here real soon. But it's starting to smell real good. Oh, and by the way, this video was filmed at the house, not at the farm. This is in a suburban cul-de-sac here. Got great neighbors. Now I'll let this run here until the smoke is gone and the fire is all the way up through the coals. Depending on the coal, sometimes they all ash over, sometimes they don't all ash over quickly. But once the fire is throughout the top and the smoke dies away, we'll throw it into the grill and start cooking. And just so you know, smoke is unburnt fuel. When we use the rocket stoves, we don't want any smoke at all after the initial startup. That means the fire is burning efficiently. Here you'll see as these coals ignite here, they burn more efficient because of less smoke. Now, on the other hand, when you're cooking, you like that smoke. So it's your own paradox, you know, to know when you want it and when not to want it. I'll put the sweet potatoes in the bottom of the pit before I pour the coals in and let them cook that way, and then shortly before I put the hamburger steaks on, I'll move them around and put them on top of the coals. The Worcestershire sauce marinated onion is whole. I just cut it down like a blooming onion where it doesn't just fall apart. It will go on the heat, you know, and then I'll move it off the heat after it gets to cooking good. This particular charcoal chimney is a Weber brand, W-E-B-E-R. In fact, here several nights back it burnt through the top rivet. I had to wrap it with another piece of steel, little steel pipe to keep it from going in the trash bin. And they do generate some heat. When I cook late night, such as this, after I get the food going in the grill, I'll turn on the shortwave and scan the bands. I like to listen to that a lot at night. Or sometimes I'll just, you know, use AM radio to see how far off I can hear. You know, most nights I can get WOAI 1200 AM out of San Antonio, WHO out of Des Moines, Iowa, that's 1040. WLAC 1510 out of Nashville, a bunch of others. I use a C-Crane Skywave SSB, which stands for single sideband. That's a fantastic little portable shortwave radio. Plus it gives me AM, FM weather, aviation, and sideband. And if you really want to do it right, you need the sideband. Alright, the coals are starting to go. They're coming on up through the top. There it is, yeah. You'll see that side get red hot here in a few minutes.
Trying to find how it's playing music for my own kids, you know, making contact with the homeowner. Block 23, 40. 0 is Robert Yankee Zulu, Alpha 664, BYDA 664.
26 is tonight from 68. I'll be out 67.
You also may hear in the background our scanner running. We got a Uniden SDS 1000 scanner, or excuse me, SDS 100. This particular scanner has got Caddo, Bossier, Webster, and DeSoto Parish programmed into it, plus the state police. So we hear stuff all over. We got another scanner that runs Panola, Harrison, Cass, and Marion County, Texas, and Columbia and Lafayette County, Arkansas. So we got Caddo Parish entirely surrounded, radio-wise, that is.
How many units we got there from call 181? Yeah, go ahead and send them. I'm gonna make contact with the homeowner and see if they got a permit to have a party over here and get that. I can put it up. it's going to be the first house on the east side of the street.
That 28 is 516 Hotel X-ray, X-ray, 516 866, what is on the phone?
10 on the last two, I believe.
Dispatch answer that call clear down the street.
If you look real close there, you can see the side starting to heat up. That's how hot that fire is inside. It is red hot in there. It's getting close to time to move over to the grill with it.
Their electric turnpike was stolen from the Maple Waffle House. Their tag shows the bike on westbound on I-20 this time crossing the river. Advised they have not reported from Maple PD as a possible U-Haul truck with Texas tags. Nothing further to go through. Sorry, you still follow?
It's very hot. She's experiencing some frequent urination right now. Tia's going to be outside, and the flood patient is going to be in blue jeans and a purple tank. It's going to be 212 South Lake Street. It's going to be the day drop-in patient will be located outside in.
Oh, by the way, notice the smoke is gone. The fire is burning very, very efficient right now. You'll see a few little embers come up. That most likely coming off my homemade lump charcoal. But the smoke's gone. Very, very efficient fire. It's time to go in the grill. Very, very hot.
It's going to be a Jesus Trompiz, JESUS TROMPIZ, date of birth November 25th, 2000.
opted to put the sweet potatoes on top of the coals instead of the bottom. That concludes how to use a charcoal chimney. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.